Hey guys, it's Tombox, and look what we got here. We've got the big pillars of the Yugioh tubing community. Starting off, we have Sam.
Happy Thursday! Christmas Eve, guys. What's going on? Hopefully you guys enjoy your holidays, man. Happy holidays.
Happy holidays, of course. We have Paul.
Hey, how's it going? I'm Paul. Also, happy Christmas Eve. Happy Thursday!
And of course, we have, for the first time, I think this is our first time ever collabing on a video, Cimo.
What's going on, guys? It's Cimo. Happy to be here, Tombox. Thanks for having me.
No, thank you guys all for joining me. I'm surprised I managed to pull from one coast to the other. And we even got someone in the middle. We got Paul. We were actually all the way across the entire America this time. So, welcome to the Christmas special. Also, by the way, guys, it's my birthday, so make sure you guys hit that like just for me.
Happy birthday, Tom.
Happy birthday.
Thank you, guys. But today we are doing something special. 2020 has been a very interesting year for Yu-Gi-Oh, to say the least. Very, very different for sure. But also, the product line was also pretty interesting as well. And today we are doing the undisputed tier list of Yu-Gi-Oh products of 2020. We have included basically everything releasing chronologically from, I guess, regular packs, side packs, special. I guess there's only really 2 special eds that came up because special eds aren't really a thing anymore. Lost art, even a couple of accessories thrown in there, and we are going to rate them all. We have a very special place. We have our God tier, A, B, C, D, and then we have things that we do not speak of. We do not do that here. So, just to run this down, of course, Cimo, this is your first time joining us, and for those of you guys who don't know, we are going to take turns on rating where they belong. Of course, where it sits is whoever that chose where the placement goes. Of course, everyone, make sure you check out everyone else's channel. Cimo, TeamAPS is Paul, TeamSAMX1, all of you guys. Links are down in the description. They've got some awesome content. You know what? Without further ado, why don't we begin? Oh, do you guys have a die on handy?
I do, actually.
Let's all get a die. Let's all get a die.
Do I have one in here? Hopefully I do.
I'm sorry, I didn't tell you guys to get a die, but you know, classic Yu-Gi-Oh fashion, we're gonna roll to see who goes first. High roll?
Okay. High roll.
All right, I'm ready.
We're gonna high roll this.
Okay.
Ready?
I got a 3.
I got a 4.
I got a 7. I got a 7.
I rolled
What are you rolling?
You're rolling 2 dice? I thought we were doing 1.
I win all the die rolls. I roll 2 dice.
That's fine. That's fine. No, hey, that's fine. It's fine. It's fine.
We'll accept it. We'll accept it. Okay, so we'll start. Okay.
You just take Sam. You just get a warning. That's all.
Yeah, you get a warning for rolling an extra
The
die.
judge's gonna issue a warning.
Oh, man. Hey, Judge. You weren't specific on what dice we were supposed to use this phone, huh, Judge?
I'll accept your appeal. I'll accept your appeal. Okay, so Sam, you're gonna be going first. I guess we'll go from top to bottom. So
right,
since we're going bottom, I guess we'll go to me, then Cimo, then Paul. All right? Does it sound good?
Right.
We're doing this. All right.
Sounds good.
All right.
And
so
I'm
we're gonna start off with Magical Hero.
Yeah, Magical Heroes. Where would you put this? This was such a fun pack to have.
Honestly, like, I like Magical Hero. It was good. I give it an A, man. It's not like the best, but it was a fire set. Like I like that. Magician Souls. You got Liquid Man. What else? Elemental Hero Sunrise. I know Cimo for some reason hates heroes for so much.
I feel like there's a little contrast.
There was only like 2 or 3 good cards in the whole set. I wouldn't give that an A, man. But obviously,
do not see how impactful that card was in the.
I said there are 2 or 3 good cards in the set. That was it. That is not worthy of an A. But it's your pick, so I will respect your opinion.
Okay,
So here's my thing.
I'm not saying it's God tier, I'm not saying it's like a special place, It's not like a Champions pack or whatever. But it was a good set. Like, it wasn't a crappy set. Like, how much is Booster Box on? This Booster Box is like $200, right?
That's a good point.
Yeah.
Okay. Value is a sealed product.
From a collector's perspective, okay, this box is great, right?
What are you collecting in here?
Bro, you got the Dark Magicians. You got a bunch of Dark Magician stuff in there. Not only you got Dark Magicians. Okay, Magician Soul's part of Dark Magician.
Okay, yeah. Okay.
You got like a bunch of junk. It's like a junk. It might not be like a top tier.
It is junk.
Okay.
I have a stack of it in my bulk.
My thing with the set is like there's like stuff. It's like the protagonist set. So like if you like any protagonist, like you're gonna find something for him. Admittedly, though, like Cimo's right. Like the set isn't the best like on average, but the good cards in it are like really fun cards.
Right, exactly. The good cards in the set definitely like hold it up high, especially for a legendary duelist type of set.
Yeah, so, they can be hit or miss.
Okay. Yes. Okay. We'll settle it. It is A right now. If we find that we could change it later on, we will talk about it. We'll talk about it. We'll put that into discussion.
Tom, how much is the Dark Magicians right now? Like the fusion? It's like $50. $60.
It's 60. Really?
Yeah, it's high. It's pretty high.
It's pretty high. I'm telling you right now. And Liquid Soldier is still pretty high. It's same thing with Magician Souls.
Yeah,
so I don't know.
Yeah, that's true.
That's why I didn't give it any higher than an A. Like I think it was a good set. It was good.
All right, it's locked in. It's locked in, guys. We're settled there. I guess next pack we have the Secret Rare Movie Pack re-release.
Okay, put that.
Wait, so this is your pick, right, Tom?
This is my pick. It's like this is like literally Kaiba's set. You just get the re-release of the alternative, and that's kind of about it. I think it's.
Can I just say I really don't like that they've like released this thing like 4 times now. Like,
one for every rarity.
I put that down in E tier. Like they've already released this product 4 separate times. Like how are we gonna get the 2021? How many more alternative Blue Eyes White Dragons do we need? Apparently
more
from
the past. We're getting goals from the past.
Yeah, we got ghosts from the past. I mean, I do like the ghost rare, but I don't like ghost rare. I don't like these kinds of chases. You know, those crazy chases. Like,
do you know what the biggest problem with this set is? You know, I think like the biggest problem with this set is. Every time they reprint it, they never change the ratios, like the pull rates or anything.
It's still shorted.
The only reason that you ever buy this is for alternative, and each time they do it, it's still hard to pull. Like they don't even make it any easier. Like I say E. I don't like this set.
Okay, that one was. I'll settle. Cool. I was settling on like C D ish, but you guys convinced me for the E for now.
Look, you can do D if you want, but
it's just like some people just like their blue eyes. I mean, blue eyes is always going to be like no matter how bad the set is, the blue eyes themselves are always going to be $1 or $2, no matter what happens to them.
Alternative is like $20 at least, no?
Alternative
is D. Fine, we'll do D if you want.
No. We should do E because this is re-released too many times. It's too many times now.
Right.
That's true.
If this was like the second re-release, I'd be a little bit more empathetic to put it up because then it's like people are still trying to get those alternatives. But this is the 4th time. This is
Don't worry, there's a 5th coming. Cimo, you're up. We have Ignition Assault. Of the sets of the year, this is a core set.
Okay, so I mean, I wouldn't have Legendary Duelist above this, so I'm gonna like try to ignore that. But so for Ignition Assault, there was the Ignisters, there was the Ancient Warriors, there was the Plunder Patrols. The most noteworthy cards individually to come out of that product were Lightning Storm, which is that card is going to see play for years to come. That card is so incredibly powerful. Mm-hmm. We also have Gizmek Kaku, which Kaku saw a reasonable amount of play back in the early stages of the year. So I want to put this, like, I would probably put this and like Magical Hero probably like even at C tier. I think it's a C tier product. It released some good cards, but that was really all the impact I feel that set had.
I would put this in D. Like personally, this set is like, what do you want to play in here? Like the only card you would ever want would be Lightning Storm or any of the Starlight Rare or Starlight Rare Lightning.
You know what?
But like that's really
reminds me of a lot. This set reminds me of like Rising Rampage, where like there was Apollosa and nothing else. And it's, it's like the same thing where it's like there's one card that tries to carry the whole set and like you don't pull it and the set's just not great.
We can put it down to D. I'm okay with that.
I don't love it.
I was being a bit generous.
If you got a box of this, your odds of getting a Lightning Storm, like got the Lightning Storm, feel great, but your odds of that like happening is like what, 1 in 5?
Right.
The only reason I would ever say C is because there are some products in here that I think are worse, but
I mean the thing is I also feel like Lightning Storm is that good of a card that it kind of pulls it up, like just an edge. But I'm okay with D. Like D's fine. It's like Lightning Storm or bust usually with the Ignition Assault.
Okay. We can move on to the next one. This is a good one. We have the Shaddoll structure deck.
This is a great one. Great one.
Yeah. All right. So this is me, right? Okay.
You talk.
It is me, right?
This is Paul. This is Paul.
Okay.
It's Paul.
All right. Shaddoll Showdown. All in all, super solid structure deck. People really wanted this. It made a top tier deck at the time.
The contents are still top tier.
I'd say it's like an A. It's just a solid buy.
A. Solid A.
Solid A.
Solid A. Yep.
Solid buy. For sure.
Okay.
Not much more to say about it. I mean, like, buy 3 of these in like a cross sheep, and you could like play it.
It's like the app cologne is still being used, and there's only that one release too.
Yeah, and if you had Alistair, then like this is grade A investment. I mean, you know.
I really want Konami to take notice of like structure decks like Shaddoll, like Dinosaur, like all these like buy 3, build the deck type of model. I think that is something they should continue to do for years. I think that is the best way structure decks should be implemented.
It's like the best way for entry too. Like any new players.
Exactly. And that's again like Salamangreat. Like I mean, there's so many other ones. Monarch. Like these are all, we've seen this time and time again. Just keep doing more of it. It works. People want it. It's a great entry point. Just solid A tier product.
It's an easy recommendation too, which is like
for a gift, absolutely for a gift. It's so easy to say, go get the structure decks.
Yep. All right. Okay. So we got some accessories that came out around this time. We have the Ash stuff. We have the Ash sleeves, the Ash mat, and the Ash binder.
So this is Sam, right?
This is Sam. As a product, what do you think of where this would go?
Bro, I'm not into the whole feet stuff, bro. So put that in, bro.
Where? Would you want this?
I don't know what people are
we do not do that here.
Bro, I'm not into that. I'm sorry, everybody watching. You like the feet stuff, bro? That's your thing,
look,
man.
Here,
but the feet stuff, that's
no kink shame. No kink shame.
Okay.
Do you see my Ash? This is my Ash. This is the only Ash I use.
I thought you said something completely different.
This is the only Ash I use. I'm not into the feet stuff, but hey, I like the feet. Any of you guys, I don't judge. You know, I don't really care. But personally,
I honestly think that these products would be a lot like I'm not into the feet stuff either. But also, like, I feel like these products would be great if they could make the sleeves and like the binders a little higher quality. And like they're not. If it's just like a gift, sure, it's fine. It's not the worst thing in the world. But like, if they made the quality a little better, I think these could have been like serviceable products.
The mat is good though. I do like the mat.
How do you get like, the mat? You don't even find that much though. Like the accessories are like in every store on the block, but like the mat's like kind of I don't know.
The mat is not bad.
That's the biggest thing for me, though. I feel like the quality overall of these types of products, and they release these like once or twice a year, and it's always like the same crappy quality sleeves, binders, all of that, and it's just skinned with like the feet part aside, like that just makes it infinitely worse. But when you just have like if you're just solely going based off of usability, they're just like the worst of the worst. And I think they could do a much better job in this department, and that people would actually be more excited, you know, after the feet part, like, than that they would actually want to get that.
Like here's my argument for like the sleeves, because like, you know, remember the Kaiba sleeves, like the Kaiba Corp sleeves, like these guys. These guys right here, like these guys, they actually didn't like, they were super popular when I think this was around the movie time when they were releasing OCG. And these are like a hot product, but then we weren't allowed to double sleeve, so a lot of us broke most of it. But now that we're allowed to double sleeve,
they helped a little bit.
They helped a little bit with the sleeves.
The thing is, though, okay, to be fair, if we're speaking contextually, that wasn't allowed at the time that these sleeves were legal. So one. Part two, I actually have the OCG equivalent of the Kaiba Corp sleeves, and they are way better quality than the ones that we have in the TCG, which I think is just a disgrace that we don't get both, like, basically the same treatment, obviously. So I think if they can do it for the OCG, they can easily do it for the TCG.
Yeah. Okay.
All right, it is.
It is.
It should be F for feet, but it's
okay. Next up, I got special ed. What was in the special ed?
Nothing.
I think no.
Dude, you still find these things on the shelves. No one buys them. I mean,
what was the super? What was the super in?
Yeah, what was the promo?
Was it something from whatever? It was something from Edco.
Samhara. It's like the Unchained twins.
Yeah.
Samhara is not bad now. Like now, it's not too bad. You know, I'll still put it in the one because the set is the same.
You ever go to locals and say, "I want to buy a special ed"? Like, do you ever say that to yourself? Hey, I want to go buy a special ed today.
Hey, I would say if Rise of the Duelist had a special edition, I would be there in a heartbeat. But that's the only set.
I would say it when Called by the Grave was the promo card.
Yeah,
I'll
that,
sign up for it.
Like the promo makes or breaks the special ed.
It does.
100%.
Yeah, these.
I remember like Effect Dealer used to be in like an Order of Chaos special ed. That was like the crazy time.
Yeah,
yes, that was great. Oh my god, they should do that more.
That was crazy.
Maybe throw an Ash or like like a cool. No, but now like we have like Dual Devastator and stuff. So
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let's go on to. Oh, this is a great one. Oh my god.
Yeah, but it's a special.
Where would you want this emote? Dual Overload.
This is a really good product. This is.
It was so hot.
They've been killing it with this type of stuff. I mean, Halki Fibrax, this was all the Link Brain Pack stuff that we just never got here in the TCG, and this was the reason people were so excited for 2020, right?
Yes.
I between a special place and God tier, it's got to be one of those. I think it has to be with the amount.
I think
top. Cimo,
I think it's the top.
It's
with the amount of just overpowered cards that came in this set, like it just has to go up.
There was a lot of cards that came out in that set that eventually later on became more relevant as it aged.
Yeah.
It aged like wine for sure.
Yeah, it's one of those sets where like people talk about like Hulk and like Anaconda and stuff, but like a lot of those Link monsters in there, like just helped a bunch of decks and no one even knows about. Like they just still helped. Like it was
dude. Like this guy. This guy is seeing play now.
Yep.
Okay, is that the Herald one?
That's the Herald one. I'm like, did I have one of these?
Thank you, Drytron.
Yeah.
But like even if you're talking about reprints, like the Ghost Sisters, you have like hand traps, like aside from the Ghost Sisters too, you have just competitive staples on top of it, and they're all just like blinged out. Like it's really hard to mess up a product like this.
Yeah, for sure.
It's probably one of the contenders of being the best product of the entire year.
I would say so, probably.
All right, Paul. We have Secret Slayers. This was hyped at the time.
This set, like, I'm also torn between A and S. I'm gonna say S because I think that Dual Overload like helped more people, like was just a better product for like everyone. This set though, like, was power creep in a bottle. Like, really strong archetypes. I mean, like this completely
expensive.
It's completely like made up the meta and all that stuff. Like honestly, it's S. I think it's a pretty easy S.
I mean, Adamanticators, Eldritch. Eldritch was hella expensive.
Yeah, loads of power. I mean, it's just strong stuff. If you bought this and got the expensive cards, you made your money. Like, I think it was good.
Look at Sam moving his camera.
Honestly, Cimo coughed and said Rika, and then my camera fell, man. That's how good
I think I would put it down to A. I think Rika just 2 out of 3 archetypes is great. And these were 2 of like the strongest archetypes of the year, right? So, I mean, I guess it's like kind of hard to argue with that, but like Rika is just like
Rika's not.
He's just like
way to throw a dad joke in there.
So I mean,
like here's the thing.
Yeah.
Okay,
I'm a boomer. What can I say?
The reason I say it's like still S is because just looking at like some of the other stuff on this list, I don't know that there's that much that's like loads better.
The other part of it too, though, short prints. Short printing is still an issue inside sets, and we know that this is true. So a lot of the best cards, like Golden Lord, like some of the Elixirs, like some of the Adamantipator cards, like the better ones, they were short printed. So that's another reason why I would tone it down a bit, in my opinion, because they still continue to do this when it's just like messed up.
All right, I'm willing to settle for like top of A tier. I'm willing to settle for that.
We're dropping
negotiating.
Yeah.
I like that.
I'm willing to settle for that. That's cool.
All right. Next, we're going the best structure deck. This was going to be a different structure deck if we actually had a structure deck. But no, we skipped the best structure deck and we moved on to this structure deck that I didn't even know.
This is Sam's, right?
This is Sam's. We got Machina.
Ooh, this deck, man, it was so good. I don't remember.
Did you buy 3 of these, Sam?
Which one topped?
Would you rather have a lump of coal with this?
Put that as an E tier, bro. Put that at E.
Hey, that's harsh. I don't think this is like the worst thing in the world.
Oh wait. Honestly, no. We gotta look back. Okay, it's not as bad. Paul's right. Remember, Psalm Strike is in there. We got Pot of Desires in there too. Was Pot of Desires in there, Tom?
I know.
No, I think Avarice was in there though, and that's when Avarice got banned.
Not Avarice. We got
Strike is there though. There's also you also have to remember Machina redeployment actually made Machina Orchest a viable strategy. So I don't think it's E tier.
I'm not E.
Yeah, I would say C or D if I were.
Okay.
Like, I'm not gonna lie, I would take 3 of this over like Ignition Assault special. Like,
I think I would too. I think I would too.
I agree. Honestly, like you can actually build a decent deck with 3 structure decks.
Yeah, Citadel is a house, dude. That card's nuts.
Yeah, it's good.
Honestly, the reason I changed my mind is because as soon as I saw the movie and that Ash sleeves, I'm like, nah, this can't be.
It's not that bad. It's not that bad.
Right, this night.
I'm sorry.
Okay, you know what?
I'm sorry. Feet's no good. I'd rather have a bit of machines.
I can't do that to my boy Citadel like that. But Strike was a good reprint.
Okay.
You know, great staple. You know, affordable for those of you who are buying singles. Only want to buy the structure deck. You got some Strike available there. Powder Average is at 3 now, so it's good reprints. And it's a budget fun deck. You know, a casual deck.
That's cool.
So,
I didn't buy this one. I just couldn't do it. But
Sam.
Oh boy, I got a fun one here. The release of the Speed Duel. This is the Yugi package. What is Speed Duel? Speed Duel is how you can join and get a free coin.
I know that everyone wants to throw this thing in E and like call it a day, but I'm gonna make an argument for D.
Okay.
My argument for D is one time I bought this, like we bought this product.
Okay.
For one night we were like, okay, we're just gonna buy these terrible little $10 things, and we had a little small house tournament, had a lot of fun for a couple hours, then threw the cards away or something. Like but here's
there's a Lure of Darkness in there that's reprinted in there with a Speed Duel name in there.
But those 2 hours were a lot of fun, so I give it like the bottom of D. It can't be E. It's not bad as B.
It's definitely not movie pack.
I was about to say, if you're looking at what else is in E, I think because it's actually something you could have a little bit of fun with like your friends or whatever, I think it deserves at least D just for that.
Yeah, I think there's actually some fun reprints in there, and I like Bakura. Bakura's Dark Necrosphere's in there. Just I can't. I probably wouldn't do him in like that badly. But okay, we'll settle it there. That's the end of that discussion. Next we have we've got Edco. Oh,
Cimo gets Edco. This is fun.
Ooh, okay. So Edco is definitely better than Ignition Assault. That's for sure. There's a lot. There's a lot of much stronger cards in this set. I would actually put this at a B. I think this is. The reason I have it at B is like a lot of the rest of the set is still like kind of whatever, but the power cards in the set, you've got Linkross, you've got Access Code Talker, like you have like cards that immediately became relevant and just will become extra deck staples for the next 10 years just because Access Code Talker is bonkers. Linkross is banned now, so that's got to be worth something. So B for banned, it's going in the B set.
I would argue to put it in A. There's like the secret rares in the secret rares in the set are so good. We've got Orcus, we've got Animadorn, we've got Animadorn Archosaur. That's like Dino's powerhouse card is in here. There's also Arcthese, the Synchro 9 to draw a card. I mean, it's relevant even right now.
I think something that people oftentimes overlook with this set compared to like other sort of main sets too is this set had support for so many obscure archetypes, and it had like less like awful filler compared to some other sets that we've seen. Like honestly, the B-list cards in this set are way better than the B-list cards in like Ignition Assault, like even Phantom Ray, like all these other sets. Like there were pretty good B-list cards in here. So
all right, we'll put it up to A then. That's fine. That's respectable. There's also like even like it's funny like Mech Knight Orcus Gearsu is in this set as well. Like, that was a card that even though like Orcus didn't like come swinging back into the meta or anything, like Gearsu's still nuts, right? Even obscure stuff like Gizmek Uka saw play. Like who would have thought that was going to happen?
Like this,
right? So I think it's worthy.
For sure. Like if you take a gamble, if you like buy a box,
put Magical Hero down to B.
Oh, Magical Hero. I'm sorry you're going down.
I'm down. Yeah, honestly, yeah.
I'm okay with that.
Okay.
We can put it to B.
Yeah. All right, we're evolving the list. Oh, we got a fun one here. The first rendition of Collector Rares.
Ooh,
Toon Chaos.
Okay.
A good one.
Okay, so
Merry Christmas. Have some Toon Chaos.
It is Chaos Zone, right? Or is Chaos Space?
Yeah, Chaos Space is in here.
Chaos Space, some Toon stuff, even though the Toon stuff was actually the most disappointing part of this set.
They're pricey.
Probably.
They're expensive, even now.
But like Infernoble and all that stuff, and like Gearfried, I want to. I'm fighting for A. Like bottom of A could be B if like you're a little more cynical about it, but I think A is like a fair place.
What are you trying to say, Paul?
No. I mean,
it's better than Magical Hero. Is that what you're saying?
Like, yeah. Oh, also, it's definitely A because Pot of Extra was also in here.
Yes.
It was still kind of hard to get, but like that was a good one. So it's A.
I want to throw in one more comment in there. Is that Gamma got reprinted as a really easy access card.
Oh yeah, that's
true.
That like true. You buy a pack, you get the Gamma, it pays for itself. Like even just single pack, it feels nice.
Honestly, I might be a little bit reaching here, but I think this set is an S tier.
S tier.
You think it's S?
Bro,
okay.
Honestly, for a collector standpoint, this set is insane. You got Stardust, BLS.
Oh right.
In the beginning, you got Extravagance. You got Desires reprint as a rare. You got Gamma rare reprint. Phoenix Gearfried. You're telling me that this set sold out before I even got it at locals.
All right,
it sold out before I even got it at locals. Literally, I couldn't even get a box until the next day because how good it is. And Konami actually needed to make an unlimited set of how good this set is.
That's true.
You're telling me this set is an A? Objection! Like, not completely. Like, we're not talking about completely meta. Like, okay, let's throw that out of the side because majority of Yu-Gi-Oh is casual base. Okay,
sure.
When it comes to the casual base, and collector, aspect of Yu-Gi-Oh, which is actually booming right now because of what happens with Pokemon and things like that. Toon Chaos was a revolutionary set. It's not like a dual overload. It's not like crazy dual overload. But if Konami's like, we need to make an unlimited edition of this because of how crazy this sold out, even at Walmart, bro. Walmart was selling this pack for $11 each.
Really?
As a blister.
Wait, really?
Yeah.
Wow. Oh my god.
Okay. Yeah.
All right,
Sam, are you a lawyer? Because you're putting a pretty good argument.
I'll tell you right now. We said it was hot.
Sam, I hear you. I hear you.
Okay, what's your argument?
I hear you, and my argument is, I don't have an argument. It should be an S. You've convinced me.
Okay. Wow, we hit our first S tier.
It's hot. It's hot.
I don't. Hey, look. I honestly forgot about a lot of the collector's rare parts. That's the main thing I forgot about. Like some of those are really good classics.
Stardust collector rare. You got your BLS. You got your TeamSAMX1.
S works. That's cool.
Yeah,
this can easily go under my tree.
Okay, like for example, if you compare Toon Chaos to Genesis Impact, then you can argue with me on how terrible the comparison between these two are, because Toon Chaos literally blew out Genesis Impact out of the water. Like Genesis Impact, I cried. Like everybody, everybody thought that Blue Eyes was supposed to be in Genesis Impact.
But again, I think the biggest thing is when it comes to Toon Chaos is that it was a lot of like the nostalgia of the actual Toon part of it. I think the Chaos part of it also maybe played a role to a degree, but I think the Toon was like the front loading part of the whole thing. Yeah, it did, have its shortfalls, obviously, because, there was no Toon Kingdom. People were pretty pissed about that. Let's be fair. For a Toon set, not to reprint the best card in the set. Well, I think why didn't. Do you know why? I know why they didn't, because they did it in a later set because they needed to sell that product, which we'll get to later, because otherwise that set wouldn't have sold anything. So in any case, I'm willing to say collector's rares, I think definitely are a really big selling point here. It was the first of their kind. They're going to continue to maintain a ton of value, and the reprint, and especially, Infernoble on top of it as well. I'm okay with it. I know I'm more of the like pessimist critical one, but I will allow it.
Okay.
All right.
So now we're up to Sam.
Sam, you get the
as an E. Put that down there.
I don't like.
I'm not a fan.
The only thing good in there is like if you like collecting dice.
Yes, I was gonna say that.
That's true. Yeah.
I like the dice.
Okay, we can.
Wait. The dice don't come in here. The dice don't even come in this.
Is it not this?
It does.
Yeah, they come in the Dragons of Legend.
Oh, that's way further. Yeah, this one.
I know what you're gonna say.
Okay, honestly, remember when we're putting things in E, we have to analyze how bad the E section really is. Because look at the sleeves and look at the movie pack; those are terrible.
But I don't want anything in here.
Yeah, correct, but you got Millennium Eyes.
That's what I thought. That's what I thought you were gonna say.
Ancient Gear Fusion. You got.
We can put it at the top of E.
Top of E. Top of E.
I would say top of E. Yeah.
Top of E.
Right.
Top of E. I wouldn't put it in the D.
If you go to Walmart, there's like 50 of these things. Like
No one's buying that at Walmart.
no one ever buys. Like yeah.
Because like okay, I get your point about a couple of the cards like Millennium Eyes, Ancient Gear Fusion. I get that. I still don't want those compared to some of the other stuff on this list.
Another quick strike against this though that I don't like about this set is like the way that it did the whole promo thing is like it's actually pretty hard to like necessarily get Millennium Eyes or like
Yeah.
Anyway,
it's still pretty hard. And I know who would actually buy this. Sam, you would buy it when you buy out Walmart. You'll have to take all of these with you.
Sam will be the only one.
Nah, bro. As soon as I want to make a buyout Walmart video, I seen those in there. I'm going to another Walmart, bro. I love buying that out, man. You crazy?
Gonna take a 30-minute drive just to go to a different one. Okay. I guess next I've got Sacred Beast. Okay.
It's alright.
I'm gonna put it in C.
That's my comment.
I'm gonna put it in C. It's actually very fun to actually play this in in terms of like a fandom perspective. If you got into Yu-Gi-Oh during GX. This has I like how they printed everything as an ultra at the very least for all the dudes. They printed all of them as ultras. The cards are very much playable. The deck itself is actually it's not like the greatest. I mean it's barely playable.
The little Doom Fiend, whatever they're called. So it's like kind of a little engine. It's like consistent. I mean
it made them definitely playable.
Standards.
So that's what I would say they're like I don't think they're as good as mechanized for sure, but they are I'd have more fun with this than trying to gamble for Lightning Storm.
Throw it in C. Like it's not awful.
If we're also looking at this through the lens of like a gift, again, it's very easy to just give these as gifts, and that someone can actually play with it very well.
There's like triple allure. If you get 3 of these, then you can get triple allure as well. Like I think the reprints in there weren't too bad either.
Yeah, there's a couple good ones.
I think the reprints like save anything.
Yeah. Okay. Well, Cimo, you seem to get the blessed stuff.
Like
Cimo.
Sets. Jeez.
The die roll. It was the die roll, man. The die roll led you to getting this.
I know what Cimo's gonna pick this one as, and I'm gonna agree with it. I know.
So this one's interesting. So there are some like really, really cool cards in here because we have Emperor Dragon reprinted as a the prize card Emperor Dragon, which is a very powerful card that a lot of play, and it was something very difficult for acquire. We have 10,000 Dragon in here. This is first of its kind. It's probably gonna be the only one of its kind unless we get 20,000 Dragon later, which would be kind of funny. But that was just something that people were ripping this product open for because it was just worth an obscene amount of money. There was other stuff like the
Utopia.
The Numeron engine stuff as well. So that was actually a pretty decent point for anyone wanting to play like Numeron Goomer. Yes, the Utopia stuff as well. Decent cards in here. Also sees a little play with Dogmatica to a degree. So, I mean, there's cards, but a lot of it, I remember when this set came out, compared to Battles of Legend of the past, it just wasn't the same. I feel like the other ones were just better.
Yes.
And so I want to put this at B. I think B is a pretty safe.
B's fair. I'm with you.
That's a fair one.
I remember we had this discussion before in the Halloween episode. And this one, like we had all the other Battle Legends, and this one was like this, like kind of below, and like the second worst. No, it was the second worst. It was the second worst. Relentless was like
it's one of those sets. It's one of those sets where like it's deceptive. Like it can kind of make you think like, okay, there's like 10,000, but then it's like a lot of this stuff is.
Bro, the EV, the estimated value of this set is not good at all. Like it's like one of those packs that like if you're trying to make your money back, bro, it's like you either hit Utopia or 10,000 Dragon or bust. Like you're not getting anything good. And even if like this set would have been better if they didn't short print Invocation. That was so bad.
If this was an EU, they would have appreciated more because they actually finally got Trishula, all those dragons that we got as like
the Shonen Jump promos.
The Shonen Jump promos, like that would be the difference. How did you feel opening 10,000 Dragon on camera, Sam? How much did you went through?
I actually went through. Bro, it was like a case and a half, man. It's long. It was long, bro.
Did you? What happened to the bulk? Did you enjoy it? How many laundry dragons did you pick up?
Oh god.
I I remember when I was making, I think I made a top 5 video on this set, like I usually do for every set. Yep. And I remember like one of the cards I put on that list was like Fire Flint Lady. Oh, yeah, because I could not think of anything better to put there. I was just like, wow, this is really, really hard to come. Like, cause like once you get past like 10,000 just for like collector value, once you get past Numeron stuff, once you get past like the few little like hidden gems in this set, you're really scraping the bottom of the barrel to find something like even half decent. So, I mean, but the stuff that this set did bring was very, very good. And some of the reprints, again, like Invocation, unfortunately, it was short printed, are welcome, but it's I can't put it anywhere above B. I think it's fine.
Okay. Yeah. So I get Rise of the Duelist.
Rise of the Duelist. Ooh.
That's a fun one.
This is
so
wow.
Where would you put it?
All right, so it's somewhere between S and A, man. I don't know. I want to say A, or I want to say top, like just like a special place, like not that A, like a special place A. Like I honestly like this set a lot.
Okay,
like, I really like this set a lot.
Right. Honestly, Paul, I can vouch for you too. I like this set.
I like this set a lot, and I'm gonna explain. Why? I'm gonna explain because here's the thing, right? This set, like, you know, it's those green duelist sets. They always kind of have like the super impactful cards. How many sets can you really like count in the last few years where we've had 3 like cards that are still holding value at like $80-$90? Okay. Like these are like we're talking like staples, years to come type staples. I mean, Tactical Talents, like everybody when it was announced was like, oh my god, this is insane. And like even if right now it's not like as insane as we thought, it's still like $100. It's still like the thing. And like Droplets is like the thing, and like Nadir Servant, like these are like the cards, like strong spells. And then you got like Dogmatica and like and then put on Ice Dragon's Prison, like super good sleeper trap and stuff. Like this set's pretty stacked compared to really the last a lot of sets. Like
this is stacked, man.
It's good. And here's the thing. Look, one last thing. You know how they don't do special editions anymore, and like you don't find this in stores at all anymore. Like you just straight up don't. Like people buy these things. It's
sold out.
It's sold out. Like it's really good.
The ultras are really good. Like you get like the odds of getting good ultras right now is so low. So having like a set that has really decent ultras. I mean, you have Ecclesia.
Ecclesia's really good. Ice Dragon's Prison.
Ice Dragon's Prison's super expensive right now. It's like $40.
Like 30, $40.
It's like $40.
What? It is?
Yeah.
Sam's like, what?
I didn't even like. I thought 20 was expensive, but you know what? I missed the bus on that one.
No reprint.
God, no reprint. It's $40.
It's $40.
Yeah. And Tom, here's the crazy thing about this. You know these cards. Sam's like, I have 50 of these in my couch or whatever.
Look at Sam.
It's all in there, man. My bulk, bro, but it's all there.
Here's the thing about like this set too. So you know how like they don't do special editions anymore, right?
Yeah.
And there's no like unlimited print. These cards aren't going to be reprinted until like literally next Megatins next year. We'll never get more Tactical Talents. We'll never get more Droplets. Like we'll never get more Ecclesias and stuff. Like if you don't have this stuff now, tough luck. Like this stuff's gonna just be high forever.
Bro, a booster box right now is like 180 US, man. It's even if it's 180 US, it's like it's already sold out everywhere. You can't get them.
Yeah, this set's insane. I think it's. I honestly think
I didn't even keep a box. I usually keep at least one sealed box for like later, but I don't have this one because I couldn't actually get my hands on it.
Oh really?
Yeah.
$40.
Yeah, it's a rough one.
Okay.
All right, that's me. I'm done.
Okay. Oh, Sam, you got a good one.
All right, okay. So
hold on, let me move this away first because that's a
first thing I want to say about the gold 2020 Megatin is all right. This thing is nothing compared to 2019 Megatin.
Yeah,
100%, 100%.
Not even close.
This 2019 makes this tin look like super duper ass. Like out of the water. Yeah, I see what they did. They kind of make the packs a little bit more thicker. Yada, yada, yada.
Where's my promo?
Where's my promos, bruh? Where's my mini promo package?
Where's the promo?
I get in a tin. Listen, we don't get tins anymore like back in the day. You know how we usually get promos? So, yo, the promos make me feel a little special. I don't care about the thicker packs. I care about mostly the promos. And the promos that we got last year was ridiculous. I don't know.
There was nothing bad about them.
Konami department that was, bro. But whoever made those cards was just wow. Like,
can we also talk about how this? Can we talk about how this set is like literally gonna like Dragoon or bust? I mean, like, don't get me wrong. There's a couple of like extravagant, cool, like warlords, cool, but like
whatever.
But like honestly, man, this is like, and then they put Infinity Chasers in this thing, and it's like,
yeah, no.
Speaking of the Infinity Chaser, this
I was about to go on a rant with this. Yeah,
this is a rewrap, man.
I don't like that.
They took
honestly,
how amazing the tins were last year and just found a way to ruin it in almost every littered down quality of the product with just shoving Infinity Chaser garbage into this set. They took away the fact that the promos were incredible. They could have made Dragoon a promo, but they said they'll pay for all the tins. We'll throw it in the mega packs and short print the hell out of it. People still bought it anyway because that's what we do. But yeah, that was just so disappointing after last year's mega tin. It was really, really frustrating.
So Sam, where's it going?
Top C for me. Like top C for me. It's not the worst product. Like there's extravagance, Borload, but like when it comes to honestly, the most important time of the year when it comes to Yu-Gi-Oh! Is the August time, Megaton time. After World Championships, we usually get something hot. And this is when, remember, August is a dry season, man. It's like for everybody. And especially them releasing tins after tins every year. It's what's like one of the most exciting parts about the summer, bro. And when it comes to like just looking, I can't even put like if we're gonna have dinner, and like bro, we can't even put the 2020 Mega Tin in the on the same dinner table as a 20.
He's going to the kids' table.
Can man, like yo, if somebody is coming to my potluck and they bring a 2020 Mega Tin while another person brings a 2019, I'm gonna tell that person with the 2020 Mega Tin to have a great day and leave.
Yeah, go home.
I'm sorry, you're not invited.
Honestly, sorry, you're not invited. Listen, I'd rather happily you bring one copy of Single Dragoons to that dinner table instead of that tin alone. I'm just letting you know, this tin wasn't. I don't like it. It was great. It was nice to open. It was like, hey, listen, aesthetically, it looks nice. Looks better than last year.
Gorgeous. It's just a shame that it's filled with a giant golden turd. That's the problem.
Bro, do you know what the I'm just saying, like, you have to look beautiful on the inside too, right? This product ain't that. Yeah,
exactly.
Okay,
yeah, I mean,
here's the thing about the design too. There's one thing about the design. I actually tested this. If you actually you can actually fit a deck box in 2019s. You cannot fit a deck box like vertically.
Really?
Yes, you cannot.
No. Here's a little known fact about these 2019 tins. At least in my experience, they're thinner than the 2020 tins are like thinner than like the 2019 ones. Like the material's a little cheaper too. Like it's
interesting.
And like
wait. One more thing. Sorry to interrupt you, Sam.
Oh, you're cool.
But bro, remember they were supposed to release these tins in a case where you can actually collect them to actually build like some sort of picture or something, right? Remember?
Was that a thing?
Yeah,
they were like, I do remember. I think I remember.
You're supposed to be able to stack 3 of them.
12 tins, and like you're supposed to make the ancient Egypt, the hieroglyphs or whatever.
Yeah.
They scratched that. I'm like, yo, that was like when they were announced, like, yeah, collect all 12 tins so you can build some sort of a picture or whatever. That was pretty cool. You know, it doesn't change the fact that it's still a C in my opinion. But
COVID, man, budget cuts. They had to change their whole production.
So, like, for me, the biggest disappointment for the tin would be the rarity. I think I talked about this, like, many times. Like, they just took everything that was in Infinity Chasers. They were already, like, full foil, and they just refoiled them again.
Yeah, I don't like that.
That was, like, so many missed opportunities. Like, there was a whole list of cards that deserved a foil spot. Like, people would have chased for them. That would have bumped it up a whole tier, because it would have been great to even, like, open stuff that weren't secret rare.
Something I think could have been cool is, like, a smaller card pool, so you have a better chance of, like, pulling what you want, but these are always really big, so it's like
right. Just by diluting the quality of the individual cards by putting more bulk in that no one wants, and then usually the shifting rarities is a really good thing because you have the opportunity to get cards at like lower rarities if they were like expensive, or higher rarities if they were just good cards that didn't ever get a foil reprint. Right. That's what I always loved about it, and they did this to a degree, but they just didn't knock it out of the park like they did with 2019.
But anyways, let's move on to the fun product. Here we have. This is the Dragons of Legend full series. This is just the dice.
Okay, it's the dice. The dice. It can't be E. It's got dice.
It's got dice. People like the dice. People actually.
I'm not saying the dice are great.
Okay, it's dice or the alternate art Dark Magician, the girl, Knight. Yes, that. It's either those two.
Sorry, man. This set ain't for me, man. but
I'd throw it in E.
I mean, okay, if we're gonna do E,
but the dice is back. Okay, what would you prefer?
Wait, Toon Kingdom was in here.
Toon Kingdom was in here. Toon Kingdom was in here. I mean,
Toon Kingdom,
okay.
this one or the other one?
Like, look, bottom of D. Like
bottom of D, I'll settle for.
Okay,
yeah, that's
okay.
fine.
Okay, we'll
honestly,
do that.
man, I just don't think this product line was any good at all. Even though there's dice, like I would just put
the entire set of Dragon's Legend.
Just put it at E, man.
Just put the dice in the Megatin. Put the dice.
They could have on it. No, the thing is, they very well could have if they wanted
Just
to.
put the dice in the Megatin, please. Okay, here's an idea for Konami. God dice, like not the attribute dice, but you have an obelisk dice. You have, that's for blue dice. You have a Slifer red dice, or you have a Winged Dragon Rod yellow dice.
Yeah, like, that'd be cool.
That'd be
and then they could have like a Hothrocti, like crystal die also.
Yeah, that's like so cool.
It's like
the fusion of all three.
What did you say?
How do you pronounce it? I don't know what it's called.
Halakti?
Whatever it's called.
Yeah, that was Harakti.
We're like criticizing Cimo's pronunciation. Half the time I botch all of mine.
I'm exposed, Cimo exposed, in the undisputed tier list.
he doesn't really play Yu-Gi-Oh.
Doesn't play true Yu-Gi-Oh. Not a true
really
fan.
play Yu-Gi-Oh.
Okay, well Cimo, you got a fun one here. Speaking of God cards.
Oh my god.
I was about to say, speaking of, I'm about to take a lot of hate for this one. I would throw this in E if it wasn't for the fact that Raw comes as a ghost rare. I think that is the only redeeming quality about this thing whatsoever. So like, I want to put this bottom of D right down there with Dragons of Legend. I think this set is just garbage.
What was good? What was a good reprint in here? Was there a good reprint? Okay, it was Mech Lords.
No.
Jinzo.
There's nothing in this.
Okay, there was a lot of hype for the slime stuff.
I'm trying to justify this set and say,
do you want to know something?
Mech Lord reprint in there? Mech Lord?
Do you want to know something that's like really interesting about this particular Legendary Duelist set? How you know?
No, because there's nothing.
Here's what's interesting. Okay, normally in these Legendary Duelist sets, they do like 5 archetypes, right? Like 5 characters. This one they did 3, and it's the most random, horrible. Like it's. I get that Merrick's whatever great. If you're like a kind of anime fan, that's one thing. Esperoba and whoever the heck used Mech Lord, like.
Yeah, what's wrong with Aporia, man? Aporia, Esperoba, these are some classic characters that everyone's, it's on the top of everyone's popularity chart,
I stand corrected. The other redeeming quality of this set was the fact that Makiura the Destructor was legal pre-errata, but for like 1 day, and people were trying to figure out how to Makiura FTK people.
Oh, I did that. I did that for one locals. I did do that for one locals.
I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna be honest, guys. Like, I honestly think I put it in E. If this was my pick, I don't like this set.
But
like I said, I think just the fact that we haven't had ghost rares in like however long. I hate ghost rares too. I know I'm gonna get flack for that, but I just think that the fact that there is a like ghost rare like Winged Dragon of Ra, that's the only like just barely redeeming thing that's saving it, putting it in the D tier. Other than that, this is 100% an E pick. So if you want to put it top of E, I'm also fine with that.
No, it's your pick. It's your pick. So we are putting it at the bottom of D.
At what's in E first, okay? It's still a booster box, so you know what? I agree with putting it at D. All right.
Okay, D is fine, sure.
Not next to E, man. E is just like.
Okay, so this is me, right?
Wow, that's a good one.
Phantom Rage. Okay, this one's pretty cool. I like Phantom Rage. I might be a little biased because like it's the newest set, so it feels more like relevant to right now. But I want to give it like top of A, maybe like S. S is like.
I would not put this.
Wait. Okay, actually, I'm looking at A.
Phantom Rage wasn't the greatest.
Yeah. I'm looking at top of B, and here's why. I do think that Zeus is good. I do think that Alpha is pretty cool, and I do think that like Torn Scales is neat. It's B, yeah, top of B, but like B.
Sure.
Because I looked again at Edco and I was like, yeah, this isn't better than Edco.
You have to think Virtual World's in the set too.
I forgot about that. Yeah,
impactful. It's rare that we get like a super playable like tier 1 archetype like right out of the gate in a set like this, because usually that's like the deck building set. It usually takes multiple sets for us to get one whole deck. So I think that's good. There's also a lot of like other just obscure stuff. Again, like you have Prank Kids Meow Meow. You have just like these random cards that are just generically good, like the what's the link monster that has like the gemstones that can like
the Geonated Transverster
stuff. Yeah, there's like just weird. There's just kind of neat stuff like that in this set that kind of flies under the radar, but actually sees like a little bit of play. And again, Zeus is crazy. Like, I mean, there's some, and Phantom Knight cards are still like good for what they're worth. So I think top of B, if not like bottom of A, is like a pretty good place for Phantom Knight.
Honestly,
it is really nice. Like support wise, if you're already in Yu-Gi-Oh, this is probably a good set to go in because your deck is playable. I mean, Prank Kids is a legitimate deck now because now they just need to open one monster, boom, full board. Easy.
Right. Yeah. I'd say top of B for me.
There's also, I mean, there's just lots of good generic stuff. Zeus. I mean, I'm sorry, not Zeus. Alpha. Alpha's another one. I was thinking other side of the alphabet.
It is an interesting set. Personally, I would put it in B just because like I opened so many boxes of this and I have not pulled a single Lulu. And that upsets me.
Wow. That's unfortunate.
I pulled 0 Lulu. I've opened about 7 boxes, 0 Lulu.
That's wild.
I've missed, but I did pull 3 Zeuses and I have 3 Alphas, but I dodged everything else.
You're on top then. You're fine.
I'm okay. All right. Next one, we've got a product.
Sam gets this one, right?
Tom, wait, one question. Why would you put this in here?
It's a product that came out. It's a product that came out in 2020.
I didn't even know it came out. Is this really a product, Tom? Why is this in here, Tom?
It's not just the binder. It's everything. It's every part of it.
So, Tom, this is what you're gonna do for this part, all right? We're gonna for this part. When we put this in E, you're gonna overlay Cimo's or whatever we said for the Ash product, and we're gonna put exactly the clip on the overlay for this exact product.
Quality.
Well, I don't have to waste my breath.
But we've been talking about feet the entire time.
Tom!
Okay. Look, hear me out. Okay. All right, look, but here's the thing that makes it better than the Ash Blossom product, at least it doesn't have the feet thing. That's all.
And it's Dark Magicians.
It's Dark Magicians. It's something. It's more classic. It's like Yugi's key monsters or whatever. Like if you're an anime fan, this is cool. I'm not into the feet stuff, but I do think Dark Magician Girl, kind of hot. It's okay. It's top of E or something. I don't know.
Okay, Konami, if you're ever watching this video, they just gotta like we all discussed earlier. They just gotta make higher quality accessories.
Here's the thing. They don't have to make them. There are plenty of companies that already exist that Konami could just outsource this to and just license the use of the images to these companies, and they could be having like official high quality versions of the same thing, and it could be a beautiful collaboration. But instead they just waste their time on this garbage.
Do they make it themselves?
They probably just still outsource. I'm saying there's other. I'm pretty sure. Aren't these Ultra Pro? I'm like almost 100% sure this is Ultra Pro. Is it not?
No, this is just something cheap, and I don't know what it is.
Okay, well, in any case, there are plenty of other like good companies that make better quality accessories that they could partner with to make these products actually good, and then first party license through Konami. That's the route they should take. They should, whoever they're working with now, just stop. Just get someone else.
Okay.
Yeah. Tom, you get maximum.
I finally get something.
Oh God.
Dude, this set. I've opened so many of it already. I've opened 2 cases, and I'm still happy opening this stuff. The reprints in there, godly. Like, love the reprints. Like, it's like structure deck stuff that never really saw another reprint. Like, they just threw it all in there. Lady Debug, everything was in there. I'm like, okay, that's really cool. And like Mistaken Arrest thrown in there. Like, a lot of stuff that is valuable is really accessible, and like it's like, even though it's like the gold rare, I have to talk about just the gold rare, like not the premium gold, but the regular gold rare. This is how you should do gold rare. Just gold text. It's a gold. It's a rare. Makes a lot of sense. None of that brown border stuff. You know, we don't want the brown border. It doesn't look good.
I will say that as a set, this one's really quite good. I like Mago. I actually don't like the gold rarity. It looked nicer in pictures to me. When I actually held one, I was kind of like, this feels a little cheap and tacky. I hear the EU versions are better though.
No. I have both. The EU versions are worse than the NA version.
They're very bad.
I didn't know that.
They have lines all over their gold, and when you open the product, unfortunately, a lot of them have a little dot dented in, which annoyed me. That was the disappointment.
So if that's the case, if they're even worse, I'm not a big fan of the gold rarity. I know people love it, so I get it. It's just not for me, but as a set, it's quite good.
It is really good.
I think Tom opened Pandora's box though, because the other is that there was a lot of production issues with this set. There were people getting cards that were like half of one card, half of other, with like the foil just like all over the place with like the new rarity. And some people think that's cool, to be fair, but it was kind of a mess.
Okay, yeah. So production quality wise,
the quality of the cards and everything is pretty good. I mean, you got stuff like Golden Eldritch, the Golden Lord, getting reprinted in this. He hasn't had a reprint in Secret Slayers, and that's good because typically these deck builder sets don't really get reprints for several years. Actually, sometimes far after their initial printing. So the fact that Golden Lord got reprinted so soon, it makes sense because it's gold. I get that, but that's a very, very good thing. There was also a lot of misses in the set too. Like it was littered down with Dragon Maids, and that was just awful.
For me, I'm still putting it at S tier because there's like Imperm reprint in there, which was it's not even shorted too. It was a very easy access card. That was a very big one because Imperm was getting really expensive at that time. It was like getting close to 70, 80. And this one came out, boom, instantly just everything kind of tanked down. The other crazy good stuff in here, all the hand traps are in there. Ashes were accessible again. Ashes were hitting a high point again. And even though I like the fact that they reprinted the Dark Magician, Red Eyes, Blue Eyes. Those are all value cards. It's really easy to pull something of value in here, and the cards themselves are useful. Like if you were building a side deck pool, a lot of side cards are in here. Shared Rides.
Super solid set, honestly.
Like.
Also, too, it's a very good gift because it's very shiny.
Yes.
Yeah.
It feels good to open though.
I think
it feels good to open. The aesthetic of it just presents itself very well. I think, I think I'd put it a little bit lower, but I can respect the opinions.
Honestly, like, do you guys remember Gold Series Haunted Mine?
Oh my god.
I do.
Yeah.
When, okay. That said, like, I'm talking about like in collectors wise, those Blue Eyes, Dark Magician, and Red Eyes, they're gonna be worth something like 100%. Of how beautiful, like this was different from the previous gold rares. Like they make the other gold rares look like ass. Like gold rares in general weren't the nicest thing. Like Paul says,
the brown.
This gold rare, it's just different. It's like you can feel it. It's like like
it feels kind of
It works better for some cards than others, but I do agree. The Blue Eyes and the Dark Magician those are good stuff.
They're very nice cards. Yeah. But yeah, S is good.
All right, next one. Okay, favorite structure text.
Oh boy, I get this one. Hell yeah! Put that shit in D, Tom. Get that out of here.
D.
Okay.
Yeah,
okay. So here's my thing with this. I could put this with the structure decks with the Sacred Beast and the Machina one at C. However, I am super pissed off about this because there is no reason that Evenly Matched should not have been in this product. It has been years since that card has been printed. That card is still way too expensive. This would have been, it was in the OCG version. I'm so sick of Konami like changing two cards when they bring a structure deck from the OCG to the TCG. Some of the other reprints in the set are fine, but there are other cards we've already had millions of reprints already of. Effect Veiler, Denko Sekka, Twin Twister. Like these are cards that, while generically good, I'm not gonna let Konami go on this one about the Evenly Matched switch. That was so just not needed. I want to put it in D just to punish it.
I'm with him. Yeah, I'm with him. I'm gonna go ahead and say too that it's also weaker than the other structures because
what's the win con?
The power level of these cards is like distinctly lower. There's no win con, and they did the extremely weird decision of leaving out two of those like level 5 attribute things that you can summon from the deck, because like when you have all of them, this deck can at least kind of pretend to do something, but like the fact that they aren't in the structure deck.
He said pretend.
It's like since they aren't, even if you buy 3 of this, there's no, like, you can't really play it.
No. Yeah,
it gets the small redeeming quality of like the cool tokens and like alt arts.
Hey! Restructure still compete, eh?
What are you competing with?
Some combos, alright?
Now, what I will say, one interesting aspect about this was the fact that they started incorporating like special 1 of 4 promos of like certain variants, like alternate arts and stuff in this. I thought that was interesting, that it's just a little nice extra freebie for getting the product. And this is really the first time they did this in this type of product. So I think if they continue pursuing that moving forward, I don't see any issue with it.
I don't like that though. Like, a structured deck should be a structured deck. It's just that you're going in for the gamble now. It feels so weird. Like, I want to play max rarity. I'm going to have to buy this structured deck not 3 times. I'm going to have to buy it 12 times to play max rarity structured deck.
But my point being is that it's a little bit of incentive for, you're not paying any more for the extra throw-in promo.
Sure.
And if it makes the product just slightly more appealing, I don't see a downside to it. And it's cool because then it incentivizes people to buy multiples, because again, like you said, it actually helps the shelf life of a product. Obviously, if they made the structure deck just good by itself, then also just make it sell itself too. But I see where the two can coexist, and you can have a Shaddoll level structure deck, but have like variant reprints like they did in that deck, but you could also have like other ones that they could experiment with, and it's alternate art. Like, I see that you could have both and it'd be just fine.
Okay, I agree with that point. I do agree with that point. Okay, now we're going into the the one that we did not actually get to use in the previous Speed Duel. This is Battle City pack.
Bro, this is
I think this is up your alley, Paul. Did you actually buy this?
Yeah, I did.
Was this fun?
Okay, so here's my thing about this. We actually bought this, and we were gonna like make a video where like we did a whole like draft thing, played a little thing. Didn't get all of them, enough of them in time. But I like the premise here. I like the idea. I do genuinely think it's cool. It's something you can grab some friends, have some fun. It does what those 2 Speed Duel starter decks did, but like in theory even better. This doesn't have to do with the pack itself, but I really would have liked if they like continue Battle Pack in terms of like something for draft for friends. But this is a decent substitute. I'll give it like a C. Okay. But like bottom of C. And here's the reason why. Even if you aren't into Speed Duels, even if you don't really care about any of that, the secret rare prints in this actually look all right. Like, they're cool.
The God cards, right?
Yeah, the God cards look good. There's a few other cards that get like secret rare. It looks pretty good. And this is good value for money. It's like $20 or something. It's not that bad.
I like to look at this as almost like a board game for Yu-Gi-Oh, where you can just take it, get a couple friends, you can play with it, have a good time, and you just put it away when you're done. And Yu-Gi-Oh, it's very difficult to have like draft Yu-Gi-Oh or like sealed Yu-Gi-Oh play to a degree and have it feel fair, right? And I feel like this product actually is pretty good at doing this. And so I actually think putting this at C is pretty good. I think it's good. It's not amazing, but it's also not Ash Blossom Feet. So,
all right, Sam, you're up.
Sam, you get to finish off the rest of the sealed product, and then we're gonna go into something a little bit different.
Here we go.
Genesis Impact. You get to compare it with the Toon Chaos.
Guys, man, this product was not good.
I have mixed opinions, but I want you to finish.
Okay, Drytrons are nice, but other than the Drytrons, the Live Twins, overhyped. Like, I don't know what the heck was.
Live Twins are good. Someone actually managed to get their invite with Live Twins.
Oh yeah, and I also got my invite with Dark Magicians, Tom. There you go.
But still, it's a playable deck. The only reason why Live Twins are overshadowed is because Zoo still exists.
Okay, I'm telling you right now, man, like, comparing this to as a set, honestly, I'm not gonna put this in E or D because they're not that terrible.
I'm with you.
I would agree with that.
Yep.
I'm with you.
Drytrons are great. Collector's Rare wise, it doesn't look as appealing as Toon Chaos. Like, this product, like, compared to Toon Chaos, did not do as well. Originally, there were speculations that Blue Eyes White Dragon was going to be in here as a collector's rare. That's what's driving the entire hype for this set. Imagine they put Blue Eyes collector's rare in this set. Oh my god,
it would be insane.
This set will literally get out of the, like, there'll be no more of these in stock. Like, people buy it out.
It'd be a $200-$300 Blue Eyes.
But honestly, like, I am personally not happy with the set. I don't think it is the greatest set that was released this year. To round off 2020, I would say, to be nice, top C.
Top C.
Okay. I can with you.
Even though there's Drytrons in there, Drytron's a gate deck, really good. Yo, even the collector's rare, like they weren't even that great.
Phoenix.
To be fair, you have the nightmares that you can't overlook that. Like Nightmare Unicorn and Nightmare Phoenix collector rare. That's pretty nice.
Yeah. I
Here's one thing.
Those are nice, but like, come on, Toon Chaos, come on.
Okay.
Of course, I'm not saying it even comes. It doesn't even hold a candle to Toon Chaos.
Okay.
I agree.
I have one thing that's kind of in this thing's favor. Like, and I'm not arguing with the C pick. I think the C pick still fits. The thing is, these deck builder packs usually are really heavy-handed with the short printing, and like you can't build any of these 3 decks unless you buy like a gazillion. You know what I mean? Like it's hard to pull the stuff. This set was like chill about making stuff pretty easy to pull. Like,
except Nova,
they bumped it up. Collector.
Yeah, so like everything's like like if you pull collector's rares, it's awesome. But you can build all these decks without pulling collector's rares. None of the ultras in this set are expensive. Obviously, that probably speaks to them not being all that great. But like, I mean, you can build the deck so you can do what the product intends for you to do pretty easily. So like I'm with the C. I
agree. I think C, given the context of the rest of this tier list, how it's shaped up, I think C is very well fitted.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I think so too.
I don't know. I personally like the live twin stuff, so it was like I would put it up to B just because. It's just that the way that it opened up is that Drytron's actually really cheap to build. It's super cheap to play. Like, usually 3 cards. Live Twin's much more expensive, but then again, there's like waifu tax, like ×2 because you have so many. Like basically, you need 3 of each to actually play the deck, or 2, 3. But in any case, you do have that waifu tax, and there's waifu collector rare.
The deck is pretty if it's get the whole deck maxed out.
I was gonna say.
No.
OTS packs. What OTS came out? I don't even remember. Like there was no tournament.
Wasn't there a 12 and 13, or was this just 13 this year? I don't remember.
Okay.
It was 14.
Oh, okay.
There is a sin that be addressed about the OTS packs. We finally got Ultimate Rare Nibiru.
Right.
Ruined it. They ruined it. The whole tag on the bottom where it's attack and defense values, it looks like a fake Yu-Gi-Oh card.
Yeah, they rushed it. It's COVID.
They did rush it. Yeah. Yeah, it's one of those things that it was a result of COVID, and it sucked. Something that people were so looking forward to. The card still demands an outrageous price point, but oh man, it's just so unfortunate that happened to it. I had to strike against that. But Tom, this is your pick.
I didn't see it. I only pulled a super poly out of this one, so I'm pretty I'm pretty happy with it. But the card choices aren't bad. A pointer was part of it, right? Yeah, a pointer was in the set as well. Smoke grenade. I'll put it in B. These are some of the most sought after cards, especially, and it was a rarity bump and was easy to acquire.
B is cool to me. I can get with B.
All right, we are done with most of the sealed stuff here. Okay, we're gonna do lightning round here. These are all the lost art. Which one of these? Basically, you can just favorite based off of if you would have paid.
Let's save everybody some time right now.
Okay, Magician Girl, Dark Magician Girl. Look, I'm gonna
just put this in a special place.
Look, I'm gonna be honest. We can make this super duper simple and just say that if you
everything needs to be an E. Everything needs to be an E.
Most of these are not these cards. If it's not Dark Magician Girl or Foolish Burial and maybe Solemn Judgment.
Solemn Judgment is hot.
Solemn Judgment is hot. Everything else is just if you're into this card, you're into it. If not, you're not.
Yeah, I'm telling you right now, when it comes to Dark Magician Girl, there was actually a lineup outside my locals, people actually wanting to go inside to buy this card. There was actually a lineup.
At my locals, they wouldn't let you. At my locals, you couldn't buy enough to ever get 2. It was 1 per person, and they didn't. You couldn't even come in tomorrow and do 30 more. They had to super duper limit.
Yep, mine did too. Mine did too. This was insane.
$100. This card's $100 right now, I think.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know what you wanted to do with the rest of them. I do feel like.
We'll fire it off. We'll just fire it off. I think I was the last OTS. So Cimo, you can go first. Let's do Super Rejuve. Red.
So are we just doing yes or no?
Lightning round.
Let's just do yes or lightning round. Okay, Stuve, no.
Harpies. Do you like nipples?
No, what?
Yeah, spiked nipples.
I do, but card-wise, no.
Okay.
Harpy Channeler.
This guy said
Harpy Channeler. Yes, is a good card.
Yeah, I mean, sure.
I'll put it in
okay,
A.
Sure.
A is the yes. A is the yes.
Sure.
Because they're not god tier for sure. Blades on a Fright for Leo.
Right for I don't care about this card. It doesn't matter to
Leo,
me.
what card is that?
Harpy Conductor.
No.
Don't care.
You don't care.
Don't care.
What's the
Offerings
price?
of the Doomed is actually pretty sweet. I'm actually okay with that
It's
one.
classics. It's classic, so it gets a yes.
Harpy's Dancer. This is a key to the
No.
deck.
Don't care.
Not.
Fishman. Freaky Fish Guy.
Don't care. Don't care.
Not
Tragedy.
Really, no.
Tragedy's kind of hot.
Okay,
I kind of dig the guillotine.
It's neat. Yeah.
Harpy's Queen. I'm gonna say yes to
No.
this one. I'm gonna say yes to this one.
Okay.
It's pivotal.
I like her.
I'm with Queen.
I'm with Queen.
I'm with Queen.
Dude, would you like
Fine,
some
I got
scissors?
overruled. Fine.
Scissors.
Edge him.
No.
Don't care.
I don't care.
Harpy's
No.
Don't
Pool
care.
Party. Ghost.
No.
Ghost.
Don't care.
I actually
Worst
don't
hand
care.
trap ever. Nope.
Go. I guess
This is
it's
cool.
care.
The cannon.
This is kind of cool.
This is the cannon.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
They just changed the color of the gun. That's all they did.
No. Don't put it as E. Don't put it as E. No, it needs to be yes because you know why? It originally came out with a gun, but the Konami was like, nope, we're gonna change it and put a laser beam instead, right? To make it like kid friendly. That looks sick. All right, Cimo, I'm gonna
Fine, whatever.
This is sorry. This was like a bad post in there. Okay, this is the book, the DDD book.
I don't know what that is. I don't know what that
You
is.
put a book in there?
I don't even know.
I know what your feelings are for the books. You hated the books.
I don't know what the card is.
They were like the lowest of the low tier during the Halloween one. This is the book promo. This is the DDD King.
No.
Someone buys
Pass.
me a DD book. If someone buys me
Pass.
a book for Christmas, bro, I'm gonna happily give it back to them. Thank you.
Here's the one thing I do. The one thing I do want to say before we wrap this up is I want to just quickly acknowledge the Lost Art promotion in general, because this is the second year now they've done this, I believe, maybe third. I think it's second though. I think this is just a great program all around. Yes, like as you can see here, 75% of the cards are just garbage because most of them are just like harpy ladies that are showing more skin. But I think it's a really cool way to incentivize people to shop locally at their game store to support them. And it's good. Just everybody wins. There's no loser here. And so there's typically going to be a product that you see here on this tier list that you're going to want to buy. And if it happens to be at a time that one of these promos is typically year, then you're going to get rewarded just for shopping locally. And during COVID specifically, it is more important now more than ever to be able to shop locally, because when COVID's over, if these shops don't manage to survive, because I think 25 to 30% of card shops across at least the US have closed down in the past year, we need to make sure that these places stay open.
That's true.
Exactly. And also at the same time, and also at the same time, like what Cimo was saying, like doesn't matter. You're gonna go there to go buy Yu-Gi-Oh products anyway. These
the cards free.
Yeah, even though they're ass, like they're still free cards. And even if you're not looking to sell them, you can just keep them in the sealed package. Go
And
away
like
for 20 years.
In a few years or maybe a few decades, like this stuff could be expensive. So.
Exactly.
That's why
very well could be.
That's why the entirety of Lost Art still is a special place among us.
Yeah.
100%.
Is that what that was?
That's the entirety of that is the entirety. That was a given.
I have a proposal. Since we're doing like a tier list, this will be quick, I promise. Each of us rates Yu-Gi-Oh products this year as a whole, and as like AS or like S, A, B, C, like that. Like, what would you just rate, like, just collectively 2020's Yu-Gi-Oh product, like, offering?
I would give it an A.
I would say an A.
It's an A for this year.
My argument for A is that you have to let's rewind a year ago when we knew that we were going to be getting Dual Devastator, when we were going to be getting some of the sets that had been announced probably up until spring. 2020 was slated to have some of the best product to come out in Yu-Gi-Oh's history, just because of like just how amazing these products were going to be. And so I don't think disappointed in the slightest. I think overall the sets were actually very much above average. And yeah, there were some that missed, as you saw on the tier list. It was definitely scaled downward, but that doesn't mean we still didn't get some incredibly ridiculous sets and could possibly set the tone for some of these sets should look like in the future. So I don't think 2020 disappointed me. And it's just so unfortunate that the way that the year turned out, we really just didn't get to see these products manifest and flourish in the same way without in-person events, without tournaments. So how much more popular could some of these products have been by comparison? But I think when you look at the overall context of how a year's worth of product looks relatively, I think this is one of Konami's better years for sure.
Oh, I definitely agree with that. I love the products this year, and it's just unfortunate there was no in-person play basically for 80% of the entire year.
Yeah, right. Dual Overload was crazy. That's all I gotta say, man.
All right, guys.
I mean, all good year.
This is, of course, your undisputed tier list of Yu-Gi-Oh! Product of the year. Like, if you, even at the C tier, it's not even that bad, and there's actually quite a bit of stuff, in the B and even in the A tier. It's actually pretty solid year. So to close out here today, I am Tombox here with that guy, TeamSAMX1.
Happy Thursday! Happy birthday to you, Tom. Happy birthday.
Thank you. Down here we got Cimo, and over there in the corner we have Paul from TeamAPS. Oh, I haven't heard that in a while. Actually, no, I still hear it. Is it still in your intro?
It is still my intro.
Because I always skip your intro because I just I just click once. I'm like, I know what's going on. And of course, there's Paul from TeamAPS. Yeah.
Hold on. Happy Christmas Eve. Yes.
Do you say Happy Christmas? I thought that was like a UK thing.
I actually kind of just bounce back and forth. Like I sometimes say Merry Christmas Eve, Happy Christmas Eve.
Yes, thank you guys. maybe we finish this video. Actually, maybe I'll split it in half. Who knows? It is a very long video. Thank you guys for joining me. I really appreciate all of you guys, TeamSAMX1, Cimo, and Paul, for joining me on this, coast to coast tier list. And
let's not forget, happy birthday, Tom.
Thank you. Thank you guys. And hopefully you guys enjoyed it. If you guys enjoyed this video, smash the thumbs up button. And if you guys want to help me do a birthday favor, just hit the subscribe button, ding the notification bell. Not just to me, but to everyone here. Seriously. Lots of awesome content that's magically gonna appear into your YouTube feed. Oh, and now draw 2 cards because Paul just activated Pot of Greed.
There we go.
All right, thank you guys. Hopefully you guys have a wonderful night. Merry Christmas and happy holidays. And I don't know every single holiday, so I apologize for that. And I'll see you guys in the next one.
All right, peace.
Later.